I'm finally free after so many weeks from my military obligation for the year, so that means I can start making videos again. Now, a couple of weeks ago, or I mean really almost a month ago, Need for a Ride post a 3x3 challenge on me, and basically it's all about saying 3 things that you may not know about me, and then you know, just carry on 3 guys forward. Now, I don't usually do this kind of videos, but since I'm still out of ideas right now, I'm just gonna oblige for once. Number 1, that would be talking about what I work as. I work as a technical support engineer in IT. It's a thankless job, doesn't pay well, and I'm still living on close to the poverty line. But that's not really what I want to expose about myself. I want to tell people that, you know, other than my family members and some very close loved ones, most people don't really know what I really want to be in the future, or what I really wanted to be originally when I started working. I wanted to be an archaeologist. I grew up on movies like Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park. What else was there? I read books on Rome, ancient Rome, in ancient Greece, Egypt, and yeah, I wanted to be an archaeologist. But then eventually, as I grew up, I realized, you know, the world has pretty much discovered almost everything that could be discovered in an Indiana Jones kind of setting. And even if it was back during the heyday of discovery, that kind of thing doesn't really happen in life. I mean, I still enjoy history a lot, but I'd be stuck in a dingy museum with a pretty useless degree if I went that route. The second thing that most people don't know about me is that even though I worked really hard to get a big bike in Singapore, that license isn't hard to come by over here, and I worked really hard to save up for this bike, and I've been making motorcycle YouTube content for years by now. I never really enjoyed motorcycles initially. I never had, you know, an interest in it. Throughout my childhood, throughout my youth, I only really got into motorcycles like when I started this channel, actually. That's because my reasons for getting a motorcycle in the first place was utilitarian. I wasn't getting a motorcycle because I was interested in motorcycles, cars, or motor vehicles in general. I just wanted something to get me around the island quickly, efficiently, and cheaply. Now, I could have gone with a car, but I couldn't afford it because, you know why? I'm young. I was 22, 23 at the time. Just fresh out of the military. Didn't have much money. Oh my god, I hate the traffic. Cars were out of the question. Cycling was out of the question because I had to cross the entire island back then when I was still a student in college. We call it university here, but I lived in the east side of the island, studied on the west side. You'd have to cross about 20-25 kilometers each way. So when I was taking public transport by bus, by train, I waste about 3 to 4 hours every single bloody day just getting to school and back again. And I didn't really like wasting my time because unlike the work hours and the study hours in most countries overseas where commutes are even longer than in Singapore, it's way longer over here. Most people work 9 to 10 hours a day in Singapore on average. So, you know, a 3-4 hour commute doesn't sound much to maybe an American, but in Singapore that matters a lot to people like me. And that's why I got a motorcycle, even though I originally never was interested in bikes. And then it was only after I met friends who were interested in both anime and motorcycles and did their bikes up in Itansha that I started getting more into the scene. I started learning, watching more YouTube videos, learning about mechanical subjects, maintaining bikes, tinkering on my own bike if I can. And that's how my love for motorcycling grew. The last thing I want to talk about is how my YouTube channel was never meant to be what it is today. I originally used my YouTube channel as a way to share myself playing my guitar, really stupid shit videos that I made last time when before YouTube, Facebook videos was even a thing and Facebook was that popular. I'd use YouTube for that. Nowadays, I mean, of course, I just share those stupid videos on Facebook, but my YouTube eventually became a little bit more focused after my very first motorcycle accident, and I got a action camera because I realized how important it is to protect myself in the case of a hit and run. And then I started posting videos about my rides and sharing it with my friends and my family, and it grew from there. People started taking notice, people that I didn't know. 200 subscribers, 300 subscribers. And then I realized that, you know, people actually like watching this kind of thing, so I posted a little bit more, started talking a bit more, and it grew from there. And now I'm sitting in close to 2,000 subs, and I'm really enjoying it because this whole YouTube thing gave me a brand new hobby in video editing, videography, and it gave me a chance to improve my public speaking because I was never a good public speaker in the first place. I was never even good speaking to people in private anyway, because I had the habit of having hums and haws, and this, you know, YouTube thing helped me get rid of that hum and hawing in my speech. And it gave me a bit more confidence in speaking to people because as the three guys that met me and recognized me and said hi to me outside, the first one was in Gardens by the Bay during my wedding planning, the second one was at the Singapore Bike Show, the third one was recently in camp, in my military camp. Some guy recognized me as I was just sitting by the pavement and they said hi, and I really didn't know how to handle such abrupt interactions, and I froze there for a moment on all occasions. So yeah, this gives me the opportunity to practice public speaking, and that is 3 things about me that I don't know if you really wanted to know about. But I mean, if you really did want to dig up anything about me, it's not like I could hide. If you search hard on the internet, social media, the nature of it nowadays, it's hard to hide anything about yourselves. So I haven't really... Come on, give me a sec. I mean, I haven't really thought who I wanted to nominate for this challenge, and I really don't want to, but since it's part of it, I'm just gonna put it down in the description below, their channels, who they are, when I kind of figure out which one to pick. Well, hope you guys ride safe. Don't forget that it's rainy season right now in Singapore, so for all my friends in Singapore, ride safe. And I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.